about instead of using a whole bunch of outboard gear, I learned from one of my greatest mentors who I was fortunate enough to do a ton of work with, basically 60 days of spending 12 hours together, was Sean Lopez from the band Bar and Crosses, and does a lot of stuff with Deftones. He was a producer on a couple of records that I wrote and worked on with Senses Fail. And one of his favorite things to do is he used a lot more analog processing than I do. As you can see, I'm using this Plini plugin. The only thing pretty much analog besides, my pedals, which are essentially my outboard gear.
Hey, Dad, I want the chocolate milk.
Okay, we don't have any chocolate milk right now, bud.
I want chocolate.
I know, I do too.
I
But
want it.
alright, I'll get some in a little bit. I'm making a video. Anyway.
Dad, I'm gonna give
So it goes from my signal path. Anyway, the whole idea is to, before anything hits your interface, which is down here, this Complete Audio 6, you can't see it. It's a Native Instruments product. I love Native Instruments. It basically goes guitar, different pedals, it's straight into here, and at that point you really don't need a VST. You really only need an IR loader and a bunch of IRs. But yeah, you can kind of get these like crazy sounds. Basically start an intro so you can see if this video works. I don't know if it'll be cool or not. I have some free time before my wife gets home, and I'm just hanging out with my son, so working on a bunch of different projects for different people, a bunch of different bands. You going upstairs?
Yeah.
He's mad at me. That's alright, it'll be okay. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna basically start this guitar loop, which is my Oceans 12 running just a basic room with a small depth mod and an echo with feedback delay. I thought that was reversed, but I like the way that this sounds better. And then the synthesizer SY1, it's incredible. My friend Jesse told me about it, and I mainly use it for its sequencing. I don't really use it as a synth. All my synth stuff I do with this fantastic Complete 49 Native Instruments keyboard. I might fire up some fucking plug-in shit and play. They just write a Doom, some sort of Doom song for you guys. So since nobody ever kind of complains, I don't really play that much guitar. I just post pictures of my gear on the internet. This is what I do with it. So let's turn everything back on, and you won't be able to hear my voice very good. So I'm just gonna work. Bitch better work. So I've just fired up Kontact, which I'll pull up here so you can see. Is my, I don't even know if I need to hit transition, but I'm going to do it anyway. This, pull up this browser. I could use my keyboard down here to do this, but when I'm programming drums, I don't like to use keyboard. I like to use keyboard only for applications that require, I don't know, keys, synthesizers, stuff like that, and I program drums manually with my mouse. I used to have a machine, which was a little thing you touch the buttons on while it loops to create your beats, but I don't know, I didn't like it. I thought it was stupid. So this is kind of my go-to drum kit as I try and click it in OBS. It's the Ballou Signature Series drums. The preset is God City. Takes a tiny bit of time to load, as you can see. I work in PC on Ableton. Just have always liked Ableton, and I don't have a Mac. Can you go outside? Alright, so we got our drums loaded up, and my dog is gonna bark a little bit, but hopefully it'll be when you guys can't hear me talking. I don't even know if you can hear me talking now, but anyway. Alright, close this browser, and I'll go ahead and move this down here since I've got my amp settings all good. But if you want to see the pretty drum kit, that's what it looks like, because I'm going to use this window here to program my drums. So let's see how that works out. All right. Awesome. All right, yeah, turn the mic off and do this. Essentially, I'm just gonna do a riff, a small intro with a riff, and then I'm gonna build the drum pattern around that. Nice and easy. Cool. Now I'm going to find where the drum beat, that thing is just going to repeat, and the drum beat's going to play. I'm going to keep adding stuff into here by clicking on it. I like using maximum velocity with this drum plug-in. Always on. It just hits hard. Okay, so. Basic intro for it, and then I've got a pretty good idea of what I want to do as far as changing a transitional drum beat to more driving. One thing you can do that's cool with Ben from Converge did all of the grooves, basically, which are pre-made drum packs, drum beats that you can pick, and they're all incredible. But since that riff is pretty slow, I'm gonna go ahead and keep everything halftime. They probably some. Yeah, these are. So, go ahead and copy that first. Let's actually have this. of more driving drum beat, like dun 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 dun. Hi.
Where's the ram jam?
He's upstairs. Put reverb using my favorite reverb program onto this. Just make it easy right now.